Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I could be a little bit better. My heart's a little bit sore. This is a really difficult time of year for me, but I'll be okay. I've been praying about it. It's like just give me strength not to be a crab ass on the whole thing, because I don't want to put that type of vibe out on somebody else. It's like, yeah. I was listening to Bro Sanchez talking about the Nicene Creed and um, the image of God that was made and who everybody has been worshiping isn't the one true God, but the image of the satanic force on this planet. Now, there's some people that believe that that all that was really horrible is going to become good. Uh, Maybe. I don't know. I I I thought I had insight on that, but every time I think things are turning around and things are going to get a little bit better, I get re-woken up. It's like I get smacked in my head like, "Wake up, stupid. Don't you see? Nobody fucking cares." you know, and most people don't. So I was listening to oh, my usuals, um nothingness, antidote to narcissism. Uh Professor Sam has don't date, there's a war going on. I put the ones I'm talking about there in my community for you to look at if you want the proof on how religion was introduced to control people. That's up to you. If you don't, that's up to you also. Then you can waste your time um, letting other people play with your mind and your heart, and you can waste your time playing with other people's minds and hearts until we drop dead, and that will be the sum of it all. So, sum of up, right? Anyway, Professor Vachnin was talking about studies that have been done where women are becoming more masculine, um, and even to the point of where the genders basically hate each other. Well, he's an older man too, so y- he feels bad about it too. I can tell. I mean, what is natural is it's like it's just being taken away from the younger generations, and they don't even have a clue that it's happening. To me, the way men and women used to help each other, it's not even there anymore. You know, he knows it too. So, but the studies prove what I'm saying is true. There are no more feminine women on this planet. Not like what it is supposed to be. Um, you might know one or two here and there. You know what I'm talking about too. But just the attitude, like, I don't need you. What do I need you for when I can do it all by myself? You know, type of attitude that each gender is taking with each other. You know, once again, it is the woman that is being eliminated. Other people think that they're in danger because they carry the Christ spirit in that personification. Look, dude, nobody even fucking cares. It's not the man that's in danger here on this planet. It's the women and the men that refuse to help them and protect them because they just won't. They're either too busy in their own lives to even recognize what's going on, or they just flat don't care. Either way. But yeah, it's not that it never happens or doesn't, that's not a thing. Like in within certain families, I'm sure there's a select few that really get what's going on and why it's going on, you know. And it is evil. I mean, a lot of people might think that it's just the progression of the world. Yeah, it has been. So, how happy are you going to work every day when you wouldn't have to in an ideal society that we could turn back and be like we used to be? And that is not uneducated without technology. That is the biggest lie that has been pushed on people for thousands of years, that we were some kind of troglodytes living in caves, and that God didn't have technology enough to even put clothes on us when we were made. You know, that all seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? Gee, what about the diapers? Oh, that's right. Adam was made full, flat on adult. He didn't even need any diapers or um, breastfeeding or none of that. Yeah. Well, on this planet, that's a lie. You know, anywhere else, it's a lie too. When we're talking about the flesh, the things that people, they'd rather believe a flat out lie, like calling people that have babies birthing people. A lot of people would rather believe a flat out lie than the actual truth, you know? It's the way I'm starting to feel about it. If you're worthy of me helping you and you accept that and you love me for my hard work in all the areas that I've done in my life, and believe me, I give you that mutual respect. But if you don't have that for me and I've ever helped you in the past, I'm done helping you. Nothing I say for a lot of people is getting through to them on the deepest level anyway. Um, I am wasting my time with quite a few people that I thought were a little more than what I thought they were. So, if I can take back any help I gave you, I would. And you can stick to the stupid shit that you enjoy for your pleasure and entertainment. And the world can just carry on the way it's carrying on for you, because it will not get any better. So, in that respect, for most people, I'm glad my time's almost done here. And I'm not doing this again. I'm trying to pave the way and pave the road and get the information out there enough for people so they won't be fooled. I'm not out to hurt anybody's heart or to act cold to you or anything. This is fucking nonsense. It's childish. I'm sick of it. You know? So if we can't work together as a team and get down to the truth of everything for everybody, why are you even breathing? What good is it? Like yesterday. It might be more, but it showed one person watched my video. I mean, yeah, I can't force anybody to listen to what I'm saying, but I guess I have to be satisfied with just enough people knowing the truth and maybe not even directly talking to me because I'm, what, hidden? What's the purpose of that? So Satan can carry on? But the voice of a strong, intelligent woman, you would want to silence that? Why? What do you gain from that? It's only one thing I can see that you would gain from that, and that's helping my opposition destroy every woman and child on this planet. Like, what is happening? Nurturing doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah. Well, woman didn't come out of man, so. But men will keep pushing that, and the stupid women will go along with that. And there you go. That's the beginning of the end of the desolation and the dissolving of the family. And that's just what I've been warning about this whole time, you know. Someday, I mean, it might not be on this planet, but someday, I guess maybe I'll feel like I actually have a true, honest, intelligent, caring friend, no matter the gender, somebody that is so straight up that um they can put their physicality aside and connect with me on that level. That would be, if that happens before I die, I'll be amazed, totally amazed. You know, I'm gonna have a hit of weed. Yeah, so if you don't smoke, don't be offended or go away, one of the two. I'm gonna take a hit of weed. So, and I don't get anything that's came through our government that's approved. I get mine from a trusted friend of decades. Um, their own stuff that isn't bullshit, poison, crazy shit that people have been smoking. You know, the type of stuff where they'll smoke something and then can't even move. Yeah, so that's not, I don't like that feeling. So, but it doesn't take much, just usually a couple, 2 or 3 hits. I microdose. Usually in the afternoons, like this morning, I did get some things done, like my exercises and whatever. And I thought about doing a little more, but I thought, nah, maybe not too. So just maybe not. I don't know yet. No, really, I've been getting more energy towards evening, and we've been staying up like till 2 and 3 in the morning, and then not waking up till way later. It just seems the way things have been going lately. So, yeah, I'll get my spurts of energy later, which is okay. It won't matter. I used to have to worry, gee, if I like had the washing machine running and Doug was still sleeping, but now I've sort of conformed to his time that he operates. It's either that or I'll be sleep deprived being woke up when I'm trying to sleep. So it was either I conform to the time. Boy, that word conform. Wow. I can't believe the way that it's not even that people are being controlled. They're willingly stupid. You know, that that's amazing to me. It really is. I never really thought I'd see the day where women would act slutty like men and men would hate them for it. But and it used to be the double standard, like men would act like that and then women would hate them for it. Um, Now they're all messed up. They're all going to be just one sex with no families and wicked as all hell and enjoying every second of it. Like I say, I'm glad my time's almost done here. The sooner the better for me, really. I mean, yeah, I'm sad, but um, the sadness comes from watching people, what's the word? Give me a sec, because this is doesn't apply to everybody, so I want to choose my words wisely. There, it is the I don't need you attitude out of everybody that makes my heart so sad. The lack of appreciation in the world for people that have love and compassion and concern. Um, they just don't care. And that blows me away. Why? When, like with the truth and science of religion or God or whatever, biology, why wouldn't everybody just want to know the truth? Why are they content with being stupid? Why would they listen to people that are so shallow and so stupid? I mean, even their personality is it's amazing to me. Not in a good way. I gotta be careful what I say or I'm gonna break out in tears on this flipping camera, you know? Nobody seems to see what it's doing to the little people. And what kind of example are we showing them, you know? As far as who's gonna teach those little girls what it really is to be a woman and what kind of standards, ethical standards and virtues that a woman carries within herself for nurturing a family if she ever decides to go that direction, you know. Sure, you can learn it on your own, uh, but your children will be traumatized till you get the picture, you know. And in a godless society, that's another, it's a fatherless society, you know? And no, moms aren't dads. You know, you see those memes like, to the single mothers, you know, like honoring them for being both the mom and the dad. Doesn't that sound a bit queer? Because it is. I don't need to be a dad in order to be a mom without the father being around. I'm still the mom. I'm not even doing the dad's role because he's not there to do it. I'm doing double duty mom, not mom and dad, you know, if you know what I mean. I try not to get stressed out from all this type of thing, but I just seen Doug walking towards by my window out of the corner of my eye. We might get interrupted, not a big deal if we do. I'll just have him say hello. But I have seen a couple dads raising kids. Some of them do okay. Sometimes it's a bit comical, even. Well, really, there's nothing funny about it, but it's pretty sad. Was a guy on my Facebook this morning, another one that felt suicidal, and somebody told him, "Hey, don't be playing, bro," and he said, "No, they're trying to keep my kids from me." That's enough to that. If you have never felt that, consider yourself blessed, because that's enough to take your heart like taekwondo and reach in and grab it and pull it right out of your chest. Feel blessed that you've never felt that pain. You know, and that's not a laughing matter. That's that was my body trying to get over what actually had happened to me. Well, it's wicked, wicked. Like I've told people, I used to hear the school bus go by and I just about dropped to my knees in pain, you know? So anyway, um, that's from not knowing even if my kids were safe, and the communication lines were broke illegally, and I was trying to do something about it and I couldn't. So yeah. And people get angry or whatever, like they'll have even like a couple drinks or something and kind of lose their temper, or guys will fight or women fight now, like some whatever they are, and all that type of stuff. But that was a time in my life where I considered drastic measures, but I was considering it, not contemplating. But just something to remedy all that, all the bad that was going on, and there wasn't, my hands were tied. There wasn't anything I could do about it. That's how I feel now, you know. And I'm all alone in feeling that way. That's the fucking hell of it all. Or maybe I'm not, and I just think I am. Might be a couple out there that feel that depth of that pain, you know? of what's going on in the world and we feel helpless. Yeah, it's not even shocking. Like I said, it's expected, it's all planned. I mean, you might be bummed because you're like working age and whatever, and that's hard. Um, Working age without your kids, mom without your kids. Oh, if I could go in the depth, if I could hand my feelings to you right this second, it'd be so heavy you couldn't deal with it. That's how I'm feeling. Like I say, maybe I'm not alone. And here's the kicker, here's the joke of it all. Look at all the people that are going to celebrate Christmas. This is not God's birthday or his personification's birthday. We all know it's not. But it's still in a respect. Some I don't know if you've watched the information that some cultures are like the tree symbolizes Mary, you know. Also, the weight on the branches is exactly what symbolizes me today, you know. But yeah, different there's different understandings of this season and time of year and what's going on. But the King James Bible, now although there's a God and it was inspired by God, um, and I do believe that, it's still twisted. And if you don't understand that, then I don't really don't think that you believe in or you know God, because who you're talking to is not God. Maybe you are. Maybe I'm speaking on a broad scale, like for most people celebrating the birth of Christ, especially if you're calling him Jesus. See, I've had a hard time with that. Like, I've told people before, I'll say Christ and I'll give all glory to God, but I don't say that Lord and Savior Jesus Christ crap, and I never have, and I never will. And there's a reason for that, and I've got the information and the proof why I have the reason for that, and it never takes anything away from our Father, not one speck ever. And that's the main thing of the whole thing. So unless you're into praising Satan and denying God, then I don't know why you wouldn't want to listen to the information that I ran across for you that I've been telling you about this whole time. Right down to the family crest, everything, and the bloodlines, and the history, all of it. So why play games within a book if you could read the book and understand what you were reading from the information what I'm giving you or other people have provided? That's all I'm saying. Why not learn? You know? Then you're learning who your enemy is. Because the book is the bloodline of the satanic force. those world leaders. Some of us are offsprings off that in other tribes. So evidently there's something in a lot of us, or not a lot of us, but some of us, that have a little different types of bloodline or DNA or genes in us that makes us a little more insightful, a little more compassionate, way more intelligent, and probably physically stronger and pretty good looking. I mean, I'm not blowing my own horn. I am telling you the facts of life. Deal with it. I can't help it. I'm me. I'm not anybody else. You know, and I work hard for other people. So I just wanted a little bit of recognition on that. I mean, some of you do, and some of you take time to say hello every once in a while. Let me know you're still hanging out with me or whatever, you know. Otherwise, there's people that I have really wasted time on, and I think geez, this will make their life so much easier right now if they just hear this today to find out that nobody even heard it, you know. It's like, shit. Okay. I'm still documenting my life for my kids in the future, so on a daily basis they can see, or grandkids, whatever, what was grandma doing on this day, you know. So, or a friend, maybe after I croak, you'll come and see what I was saying about you. I get a kick out of, I mean, I don't get a kick out of it. I have wonder in people that would, well, let's just put it this way. There's somebody online that is said to be the head Luciferian in the United States. Yeah, if you subtract Satan, and there's probably 7 of them, like there's 7 spirits of God. Uh, So, yeah, it's not far-fetched that somebody would see what their enemy is doing, but to actually believe what they're doing, that's what's tripping me out. People that will take something at face value and apply it to their lives and other people's lives, and it's like, that's tripping me out. So, like, I don't waste my time. The only time I see this so-called Luciferian is when somebody else shows them. Otherwise, I would never waste my time. You know, that's just for me. Um, I live with the top mastermind on the planet. I'm not talking about anybody's hearts. There could be way better hearts. I'm just talking about what you're living right now today. If it's not really cool and you're not liking it too much, I'm living with the person that put that in play for you, uh, and trying to make it so it isn't like that in the future for you. And you can believe whatever you want. I was raised by these people. I'm not out there looking for them. I've always known them and battled them alone. This is the first time in my life I've ever seen any kind of help on this planet battling the dark force on behalf of other people. And that's just maybe the last decade in a big way. It can get a lot bigger. if we all start doing a little bit more, you know. First thing that we have to do is to understand that there's more than just this physical. If everybody's going to keep describing who we are as this, uh, wow. What is portrayed now as human history and existence and science and languages, everything, it's just so uh, I do appreciate the minds that understand just how fucked up this is, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna get this uploaded. I appreciate you joining me. Yeah, I don't know. If you have time, you might want to understand this Antichrist that came first, that people are praising the shit out of. So anyway, I mean, when you're talking to the wrong person and you're having your prayers answered, but your life still isn't excellent, just might want to do a recap on what the fuck is going on, right? That's what I've been trying to tell you. The whole thing's been twisted. It doesn't take away from what it actually is or what it's supposed to mean. It just means that it's been so entirely twisted that if you can't talk to, and this is one thing, and I'm going to make this point and then I'm going to cut it off. There's part in the scripture where it says no one comes before the Father except like Jesus saying between me and him. On this plane of existence, that satanic force is who hears you first when you're praying, when you think. The ethereal, the ether, where is God, part of God, he plays in it. Our ultimate goal is to talk to God, not somebody pretending they're God. You want to seek the face of the Father. Might want to seek the face of the Mother too, because it's a two-part system, you know. Yeah, God's ultimate power, yes, and strength, but the spirit that works in man is the blood from the mother. I'm going to leave it there. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or a day. And only women bleed. Ask Alice Cooper. He knew. And Alice, that means Satan. Dude knows what's going on if you listen to any of his music. Anyway, peace from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.